here we go. Minions Opinions, Divisional round,
Yes.
playoffs, coming off the wild card weekend. What'd we do? 3-2.
3-2. Tampa lost for us.
Yeah,
We hit the play of the week.
Buff lost
easily.
for us too.
Buff lost for us. Yes, we easily hit the play of the week again, team. So man, imagine that. 18
What was the
weeks.
play of the week again?
San Francisco.
Yeah, that's right.
Just needed a win and won by 20 plus. So man, we've got 18 weeks plus 2 playoff rounds or 1 playoff round. So 19 weeks, and we've only lost twice.
Yeah,
on the play
on the play of the week.
Yeah.
So 88, 40-2.
Yeah,
Here we go. Divisional
68%.
round, best weekend of the year. We got 4 games slotted.
Yeah.
2 today, 2 on Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Let's jump into it. I think we got 8 plays. Actually, do we want to talk about anything about last week? I think where we got tripped up a little bit was overlooking the divisional matchups. Because both Miami made us sweat in the Buffalo game. We should have been thinking about that third time playing through. Shouldn't have been that close anyway. Buffalo turning the ball over like crazy. Wasn't a great game.
Well, it was 17-0. Buffalo was going in again, and they tucked that long bomb that turned into a pick. And then Buddy ran it back to midfield. So, yeah, it changed. But, yeah, it shouldn't have been that close.
No. And then what was the other one we lost?
Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay.
Fish line.
Fish line. We got fished. Listening to all my podcasts, stuff like that this week. They said this was the worst line that Vegas has put out. Vegas was begging you to play Dallas, which usually means they want Tampa Bay or they think Tampa Bay's going to win, and they got roasted as well. Yeah, so public hammered Dallas, hammered Vegas.
Yeah, and then the crazy game of the week was obviously the Jacksonville comeback against those dirty Chargers. Like, I will never, ever play the Chargers for the rest of my life. I will never. They're cursed, man.
They suck.
I don't want to hear that they're a contender. Herbert screwed me in fantasy. I'll never touch that guy again.
I don't want to hear anything about Herbert.
No.
They compare him, remember, at the beginning of the year, Mahomes, Allen, all these guys, these top Burrow guys. This guy sucks.
He's the new, Phillip Rivers when it was Brady, Manning, Rivers.
Yeah.
He's
garbage,
that.
Garbage.
Go away.
Or the
Go
fact
away.
it's either him or it's complete trash coaching, which also he sucks there anyway.
Yeah.
But the fact that they don't let this guy air it out, and granted they've had some injuries. Williams was out that game, but still, what a mess.
Yeah.
But yeah, Chargers just suck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm with you. On to this week. Let's get into it. I believe there's 8 plays. Let's start with the first one, which I believe is going to be the play of the week. We got KC at Jacksonville, and then later this afternoon we got the Philly and Giants game. Okay, let's run through them.
Okay. Team, first disclaimer, always been doing this for 20 plus years. The number 1 seeds almost always rinse these teams that weren't on a bye. Just be very careful. It seems, it's funny, in our chat group we had, somebody pointed out that Green Bay seems to, unless it's Green Bay usually is the one that chokes. But still, even them, they usually choke in the conference championship, not so much the divisional round. It happens year over year. It's recency bias. We say, oh, Jacksonville, they just came back, momentum. Usually teams like this go in, they get their ass kicked by number 1 seeds. Giants, they look so good. They just beat, a 13-3 Minnesota team. They look great on the road. Everything was going great. Offense was rolling, and they usually go in and get their ass beat by a number 1 team. In this case, we're going to roll out with KC. That is my trend. I think that KC gets the job done. I don't believe in this Jacksonville team. I believe in the coaching, but I don't believe in them. I didn't believe in them against Tennessee, and they should have won that game. They got a defensive touchdown late. Otherwise, if you put that game in Trevor Lawrence's hands, they wouldn't have won it.
Yeah.
And number 2, they had no business winning that game. They got smashed in the first half. They're 27-0. Chargers were up, or then 27-7. There is any other team that had no business being in that. They should have got blown out the gym. This week, we have that. And then we have Kansas City, who, if we don't remember, like Adrian was saying to me earlier here, this line resembles Cincinnati last year. That 8.5, you're like, it's a no-brainer. KC was, but the kicker was this wasn't divisional round. They lost to Cincinnati in the conference championship round. Mm-hmm. So this is different. KC blew out there when they were number 1 and they came off the bye. We are taking Kansas City here. That is our play, the 9.5 down to a 2.
You don't believe in a little Jacksonville magic?
I don't mind them. As Bills fans, we kind of want it, but this is my bank book against The KC. I'm either going to be winning $4,200 here if KC can just win this game and it goes under on our teaser lines, or Bills get a playoff game. I love you, Bills at home. I love you in the AFC, but it's not worth $4,200 to me.
And Bills need the actual redemption of beating KC anyway.
Exactly.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
What I fear is this like little Jacksonville magic.
You're
I'm
right.
with you.
Nothing
I'm riding
wrong.
KC.
Yeah.
It just scares me a little bit. They were coming in hot.
Yep.
Doug Peterson, great coach.
Sure.
There are obviously going to be different games against different matchups. Like Titans, it's a divisional game. It's going to be dirty and scrappy.
Yeah, sure.
I don't know. There's just something there that resembles these little dirty Bengals of last year.
I know.
But and they screwed you. They were great for me last year, the Bengals.
Yeah.
Man, there's something about it. I hope we can push through with this KC. But again, from a Bills fan perspective, I would not be
You're
mad.
right. This could be a win-win for us. But it really isn't. They better get a shot. I'm not risking $4K over freaking KC's just got to get it done. I'd like to.
So this is going to be the play of the week. KC, what do we get him at? 2.5?
2.5. With the line's gone to 9.5. Get it before it goes to 10. We'll get this out in the next a little bit, but you cannot afford this to get to 10. If it gets to 10 and now you're playing -3, that really sucks. I still think that they're going to cover the -3 for you. But
the 2.5
you need the 2.5. That is key.
Number.
That is why we tease. That's why we're the Teaser Kings in Toronto. We know these lines. We know the numbers. That's why we're running at 68%. Give us a break here. So we're going KC right across the board. 8 plays, all 6 plays that are 7-point teasers, and we're doing 2 that are off the board. We're doing a player prop for you.
A couple bonuses.
Yeah, we're doing a team total for you and a player prop for you.
All right, let's jump into the next game.
Next game, Bills. So here we go. KC and Bills, but the 7-point teasers are doing the KC down to 2.5. We're doing the Bills to the +1.5.
Okay. What do we like about the Bills?
I don't love it. You know what, team? We were laughing. The actual smart play would probably be Cincinnati at 12.5. It really could be. I don't hate you if you go to Cincinnati 12.5. I think both can hit either way. I think Buffalo wins this game. I just think it's got to be within 10 points, right?
My take on it is, as a Bills fan, obviously I'm cheering for the Bills, but y'all may not be Bills fans.
Yeah.
Where the Bills might thrive are these injured linemen, and can they get to Joe Burrow and rush him?
Suck.
But no, this is what I'm going to say. On the flip side,
yeah.
I can't remember a game all year where it has not been a heart attack watching these Bills. No. They don't blow out anybody.
No, they don't. You're right. That's a great point. I didn't think about this.
So 12 to 13 points we're getting with a really great Cincy team that can straight up win easily.
Yeah.
If I was not a Bills fan, I would be taking that all goddamn day.
Yeah. And we were laughing because we were saying this separates. Are you a fan of the Greenbacks or are you a fan of the Bills?
Yeah.
And my whole life, I've always been a fan of the Greenbacks first, where I go where the value is. I go who's paying me money. I don't care if it's Bills or whatnot. I'll bet the other way if I have to. Sometimes I bet Russia and World Juniors against our Canadian team. You got to take it, or USA. Yeah. I take it where the money is. I'm more of a fan of the Greenbacks, but in this case, we're going Bills. So we're doing KC and Bills in that teaser. We're doing a Bills team total over. I'm betting it blind. I don't even know what the thing is. I'm gonna my Bet99 was having a little bit of an error here on the software or something.
I'll pull that up.
Yeah, I'll bring it up. We're going over that total. I love it. It's supposed to be a little bit murky, kind of wet.
So Buffalo team total, not game team total, just Buffalo.
Team total.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll take it, whatever it is. I'm guessing here before Adrian looks it up. I'm guessing it's 27.5 or 28.5, somewhere around there. Because I think Buffalo scores 30 to 31.
It is 26.5.
Oh, I love it! I love it. Yeah, then for sure we're on it. Okay, so that's a key number. Yeah, 26.5. Come on, give it to me all day. So Buffalo team total you're taking, just as flat bet straight. The next one, we're moving on to KC and Dallas. Those dirty little Dallases. We're taking them from the 3.5 up to a 10.5. I love it. Oh, sorry, it's a 4 now. It's gone to 4, right?
Yep.
4 to an 11. This, I think, can hit both ways. I think if you take the San Fran to the +3, the problem is +3 isn't good enough for us.
It's a crappy number.
No, it's a crap number. That means they're going to win the game, or they lose by 3 and you push. I'm not in that business. I'm in business of winning, not pushing. I'm trying to win you guys money. We don't want to push. If it was 3.5, great. All week it's been negative 3.5, so you could get them at +3.5. Now it's gone to -4. That's a key number. We're going Dallas there. We're also betting that game under. So it was 47.
We're at 47.
And now we're going under 54. Okay, so we're doing KC and Dallas plus 10.5 or plus 11. We're doing KC and under 54. Now onto the Giants game tonight. This division game, we've had two different strokes. We had the Giants with their backups that played Jalen Hurts and then very close at the end of the year. And we also had the Eagles that blew the crap out of them for 48-22, and they ran for 250 yards in that game. This is a game of the lines. I think that the Eagles line will dominate on offensive line. I look for a lot of running today. So on the side note, our first bet here is Miles Sanders over the rushing props. Again, I'm betting it blind. I don't even know what the total is, but I am doing that. I'm comfortable whether it's 80, 90. I think Miles Sanders goes off. He went off for well over 100 against his team the first time they met just about a month ago, December 11th. And with Jalen Hurts being hurt, I don't think they're going to put too much on Hurts. They are going to run this ball. They can run this ball. They should beat up a crappy Giants defense that doesn't stop the run. But saying that, we're still going to take those dirty little Giants at plus 15.5. Dayball is our boy, as you know, from Buffalo. I think he's coached his team well. I think the Giants play good defense, and they squeak out these long-ass drives. Again, like you saw with Minnesota, they take a lot of time off. 15.5 is a lot of points. I think this can hit either way. So if you like Philly and you like bringing them down from the 8 down to a 1, bless your heart. But I'm going up to the 15.5 or the 8.5 up to 15.5, and we're going that way.
It's the divisional game. It goes against the formula of like the 1 seed coming off the bye usually smashes the team. But that's a lot of points. Yeah. Divisional game.
We don't see divisional games in this one.
No, we don't. I'm with you there. By the way, the Miles Sanders rushing yards 70.5.
Oh, 70.5? Done. Easy. 71 yards. This kid runs. He can run for that. I'd say I would be willing to put my neck on the line. Miles Sanders runs for 71 yards by the end of the third quarter. You don't even have to sweat for fourth quarter in this game.
I love that.
Okay?
All right, I'm on that.
I promise you, team. They are going to run this ball, and he will. Please don't kill me if he gets hurt. We've been friggin' killed from hurt players before in player props. But this guy, he will either be on pace to do it, even if he gets hurt, or he will do it by the end of the third quarter. Okay, quote me on that. We are also in that game, the Giants game under. We're going from the 48 to the 55. We're betting that under with KC. Okay, so I love this divisional, long,
run-heavy
games. Yep. 6, 7, 8-minute drives. Maybe they turn into a couple field goals for us. Beautiful. Then we're going to move into KC and the KC under for the 4:30. We're buying that thing up from the 53 to the KC under 60. I love it. I don't think the Jaguars score much today. I think they scored maybe 21 or so, or 17 to 21 points. People forget this bloody KC defense was second in the NFL in sacks to Philly, and they will play well at home. This Jaguar team put up 0. They had the 5 turnovers in the first half. They're not going to catch a break with this KC team in the second half like they did. You're looking at 20 or less from Jacksonville. Which means with 60, you're looking at 40 plus. In this game, I am looking at a 34 to 17, 34 to 21, 34-24, that kind of game for me.
Okay. Love it.
Okay, and then that's it, team. That's it. There's our 8 plays.
All right, give us a clean rundown.
KC Bills both spreads. Bills team total over the 26.5. KC and Dallas under. KC and Giants the spread. KC and Giants the under. KC and KC under. And Miles Sanders over the rushing total. Whatever the hell your book has, that one hits. No problem by the end of the third quarter.
Love it. All right, let's get it done. Divisional round, Minions Opinions. We'll see you next week.
Yeah, next week.
All right.
Next Sunday, team.
Yeah.
The 2 games, 3:30 and 6:30.
Final 4.
We'll probably have it out for 1:30, 2 o'clock next Sunday. Be ready. Subscribe and like so you get these right away, these updates.
Share with your friends. Let's make money.
Yeah.
All right. Bye.